place where beards are welcome on our face. Together we'll create a bearded race.
Six Dice Guild team, hello. This is Battle Report 2. And it is the Lizardmen versus the Warriors of Chaos. This is Rob, hello.
And Lawrence.
We're doing this quite late, so not late. We're doing this quite late in the day, so this might be.
We might be flagging a little.
Forgive us. Just to let you know, and just to remind you, this channel is definitely about me and Lots playing some games and the other people we play. But I definitely have invested quite a lot of money and time into the Forge World, Monsters Arcanum sort of stuff, and I really want to let people see them being used, so I'm going to take at least one or at least two of those every game. Big, important thing for me. I just really want people to embrace that idea. So that's what, it's not what the channel theme is, but it's definitely what my theme is.
Yeah, if you're kind of interested in that stuff, just give us a watch. There'll always be something that's getting... Something to be knocking around on the board
that's different. We're not going to take like 2 scrolls of binding, which interestingly, the scrolls of binding go into the special section, so you can realistically have 1,200 points worth of extra stuff,
of just non-army stuff, really.
Yeah, of your non-core book. But you could be really lame and have 2 Frostheart Phoenixes. But that's not what I mean by us taking other stuff. I mean we're going to be taking like
crazy fun monsters,
crazy fun lords, all sorts of stuff.
Anyway, this is a 2,400 point game between Warriors of Chaos and Lizardmen.
Thanks for keeping me on point there.
I'll be playing Warriors of Chaos and Rob will be playing Lizardmen.
Yep, that's me.
A list consisted of... Well,
so
my list...
Let's start with you. It's your deployment.
My list consisted of 2 blocks of Warriors of Chaos, 1 Nurgle, 1 Khorne, the smaller one with Khorne and Great Webs, the bigger one with Nurgle and Shields. Then 5 Marauders, a Chimera with Regen and the Breath Weapon, Mucilex Vortex Beast, and
Beast, Lord Tremendous.
Lord Tremendous, big up.
Big up.
Hashtag. And a Basilisk from Forge World. Oh yes, and Throg and 5 Trolls.
Do you want to quickly just run everyone through what a Basilisk does?
A Basilisk has an aura in combat that affects both your stuff and the enemy stuff. On the first round of combat, on a 6, you roll a dice for every single model. On a 6, takes a wound. Next round of combat, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It also has a laser beam shooting attack with 18-inch range. Laser beam probably isn't the most grammatically correct way, but whatever.
It's more like some sort of like insane, like like someone pulls one of those like in a sci-fi, someone pulls a gun and it just goes wild in their hands. Some kind of some sort of like lightning cannon, yeah. Well, obviously not the lightning.
Basically, Blitz Skill 4, quite hard to hit with, but if it hits, can be quite scary. Can snipe a man in a unit, no ward save, no armor saves, instant death if you roll a 6. Anyway, that's my list. On to the Lizardmen list.
And you had your block of trolls, and you had your level 4 and your BSB with your core and your
Nurgle,
and you took the level 4.
I took him on Laura Metal.
Laura Metal, yes. So that's that, and then there are your spells.
Yeah, well, they speak for themselves. Pause it if you care that much. But yeah,
next. And you got 5 because you took the thing.
Yeah, took the thing. Took the thing.
Loz is trying to hurry me up because we took a long time in the last battle report.
Yeah, we took 55 minutes, and come on, you guys don't want to spend 55
minutes. So I'll run through mine quickly. 1 single salamander on its own, block of skinks with a skink priest in, and Tetoeki in the back. I think I'm going to paint him soon. I hope it turns out well. Then I took a rocking Slan. He's Lawmaster of High Magic. He's in a group of normal, just Corsaurus, 24 of them, I think. Another group of skinks. This is my left-hand field deployment. Or middle, I think, actually. I got 5 Razordons in the middle. Thanks to the paint job, some more skinks, and then another salamander, and then finally the badass rock monster. He's from the Monster Arcanum 400 point version. There's 3 versions: 200, 400, 600. Different, basically just higher stats, more points you pay. Brilliant stuff. Main thing you got to know about him is he has to charge. If he can charge, he has to charge. So that's fairly bad. He can be redirected pretty easily. Well, not redirected because he doesn't have friends. He just has to charge. So it means you can kind of stay at his maximum distance. But thankfully I got him on the flank. Great work. And there's a quick photo of him. I just semi-finished the paint job there. So
Did you wait until it was that time of day as well, just to get the sun in the background?
Oh, it's pretty heroic, isn't it? It's pretty beautiful. We're playing at my house, so there you go. So, and I think I won deployment.
You did win deployment.
I
I won deployment technically, but
yeah, no, I got Vanguard from Tateki. Tateki gets a Vanguard, and I Vanguarded up a single salamander. You may ask why I didn't Vanguard up the rock monster, but I actually thought this was the best based on the battlefield terrain. That's what I rocked up. So then it's Warriors of Chaos went first. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos went first.
Warriors of Chaos turn 1. In this turn, I just moved my trolls up a bit, just generally started to push the lines towards his team because I'm more of a chop army than him. He's got a lot of shooting, messing about stuff, a bit more magic than me. Generally, time is on his side rather than my side, so I moved up. I lost, I think, Chaos Warrior to Dangerous Terrain, hilarious.
Whoop!
First Blood.
First Blood to a tree. to some sort of rock or a hole in the ground.
But yeah, that's movement on turn 1.
You moved your bastards up.
Yep, just moved everything in general just towards you.
I think that was your.
We moved on to the magic phase.
You rolled 3 power
I rolled
dice.
3 dice, but I think I still got a spell off.
You did irresistibly
So
on the Saurus.
on the Saurus, which was Plague of Rust.
And then, now this is amazing. 3 dice, the only spell you could cast. Well, not could cast, but wanted to cast. Cast it, and then you rolled a 4.
I did.
Awful. And then you rolled to see if you went into the warp, and you rolled a 2. Amazing.
So
That's the end of level
3
4.
dice miscast on your level 4. Was it worth that -1?
However, here's where we talk about kind of the ethos of me and Loz. Seeing as we're mates.
I'm glad you used the word ethos. I was going to use a completely different word.
What word are you going to use?
Cuntish.
It's because of the ethos of us. So what we went for was basically I just said to him that I was more than happy for him to take the large detonation thing, but that he could keep his wizard if he wanted. Because I think realistically, you write 2 lists, you spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes getting them out, setting up the board. It could take a while, rolling for magic and all of that, and then turn 1 someone to lose their level 4, which is a huge thing. I think realistically, you're not trying to have fun with your friends.
And maybe you lose your level 4 when you've 6 dice.
If you've
Purple
six
Sun, and
dice,
it's kind of
I mean,
like I've lost 400 points of magic for a couple of 100 points of men. You
Well,
don't feel
no,
too
you
bad about it.
yeah, you could maybe wipe out an army with 1
Yeah,
person.
well, you could, but I mean, you don't feel too bad about it when it's a bit of a trade. When it's Plague of Rust,
Yeah. I didn't think it was fair. Not fair. I know it's just like
didn't
it's
think it'd be
always
fun.
likely.
More
I
than
didn't
fair.
think it was fun. That's the correct term.
And
And
so, in your magnamoniousness,
Ness, yes.
you
Well, I just think you're playing with your mates. Think about it. Like if you can't decide, there's the easiest thing where you roll a dice. Obviously, everyone wants to win. My intention is to beat you every single time into the ground until you cry, but that often doesn't happen. And I think making it fun is more important ever. And making it fun is your responsibility. Sound like I'm working for someone. Anyway, so we kept him. You did a wound on your BSB from the miscast.
and I
And you
killed,
killed-
I think a few Chaos Warriors
killed
and
quite
a
a
few
few.
Marauders. Not too upset about the Marauders.
Oh, yeah, you killed
More
a lot of
upset
Warriors
about the
Chaos.
kill.
I think you
Yeah,
lost
killed 6.
5, 6.
Maybe even more because I would have had 2 more because of the 2, the
Yeah,
BSB
so
and
you,
the Wizard.
you lost a lot. You didn't.
I lost
move-
8. Oh, horrific.
Yes. Now, you did what? But because the spell went off.
And which I think had a large factor into having me keep the man just because he wanted to use his frog model.
So I took my slam.
Sigivir.
Sivajir's Hex Scroll, which is one of my favourite things to take. 50 points. It's pretty fucking rubbish. But just in case you don't know, it turns if they roll above. It's like an initiative test, but based on their magic level. So you use it on someone's level 1 or level 2. It's brilliant, and it turns them into a frog. Makes all their items mundane. And my dream one day, Loz, my dream is to do this on a Demon Prince. Demon Prince uses Law of Death. He casts this spell. I'm like, fine. I make him turn into a frog. Yeah, there's a little frog model. And then I just shoot him with I just shoot him with something rubbish. Absolutely awful. Because all your stats become 1. all your items become mundane, so no ward save, no nothing like that. And I just kill him. I want to kill him with the most. I want to kill him with skink.
Yeah.
Although skink could kill him anyway, but I'd like to kill him with something truly bad.
But yeah, to sum that up, on a couple of dice, I managed to roll a 3 for my total power dice. On that 3, I managed to miscast. On that miscast, I managed to then roll a 5 or a 6 to be turned into a frog. This is after actually killing myself, so just not a great magic phase for me all round, really.
But you're not dead and you're a frog.
I'm not dead and I look beautiful.
Which is beautiful. And
So-
some Warrior Chaos is going to come around and give you a kiss at some point.
Oh, dogs.
Dogs got in the way. They're having a cuddle, so we had to take a photo of that. So, Lizardmen turn 1. Moved up with the skink.
I also missed with my basilisk, but no one cares about that.
The basilisk took a shot. Missed. Skinks moved up to do what skinks do. Salamander, that's the vanguarded salamander right there. There he is about to drop that template weapon over that. The Razordons moved into the forest, just because there's that building that we decided not to garrison.
The Toilet of Destruction.
The Toilet of Power. That's always going to feature in our home battle.
We decided it was ungarrisonable. Yeah, we just write the rule book.
Someone's locked the door.
Someone's locked the door, or just shut over the lock. One or the other.
Yeah, one of the two. Then the other skinks moved up, the rock monster moved up, and the salamander moved up. Rock monster's moved with 7, so that's fairly good. And the other salamander.
Can he march?
He can march.
He can march.
He can march. Well, it doesn't say he can't. So.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Other things. So then I got 4 for the power dice, which was cool. And I got Hand of Glory off on my Razordons. Don't know how I managed that. However, I do.
I was a frog.
Oh yes, you had no dispel scroll, and you were a frog, so you had no wizard levels. So I had a +4 automatic advantage, which was awesome. Got Hand of Glory off, +3 ballistic skill, which is fantastic. I was hitting on 2s, which was just insane. Then I did the template, and I didn't wound the basilisk, but I did wound a troll, which meant that I took their regen off, which I was over the moon about.
Lots of dice.
I think that was me showing how many hits I got or something in comparison. Although looking at that, maybe I was being too much of a girl about it. Looks like I was whinging a bit hard.
Really?
Oh, I think that was your wounds, baby. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those was when you raped the trolls.
Yeah, 9 wounds, which was just incredible.
It's just over half my unit gone.
I was hitting on 2s. I think I rolled something like 35 shots. Hitting on 2s. I was wounded on 4s. 9, you were lucky to only take 9 or something.
Well, yeah, but I guess it's a combination of Hand of Glory, Salamander, Razordons.
Yeah, brilliant. Over the moon with that.
Boom. Next.
Some skinks killed a couple of Chaos Warriors, which I was chuffed with.
Joining the pile of dead at this point, really.
And then I got a wound from probably some skinks onto the basilisk. Always fun. And there you go. That's that.
Boom, boom.
I think then the...
Edit. Warriors of Chaos turn 2. Declared charge with my trolls and Throg into the block of skinks that were in front of them. Declared another...
Which we fled.
Which fled. Declared another charge with the Basilisk, which also fled. So that resulted in 2 failed charges. There was a 3rd charge on the other side of the board from my Khorne Warriors into a block of skinks, which did connect, which was nice.
I think did a standard shoot. I don't know if I got anything. And then they got in.
Boom, boom.
Nailed it.
Next is the movement. I moved up with my Chimera, which he positioned himself to go down the line of the Razordons. My plan here was really just to kill as many handlers as possible. I thought I'd get more than I probably did, and I was hoping I'd just send the Razordons a bit insane, really. That was just the general gist of it.
I didn't know that there's literally nothing bad on the...
Oh, yeah. There's not literally nothing bad. You can get stupidity, but you also can get hatred and frenzy. I don't see it as negative overly much.
Okay. So yeah, that moved there. Then your warriors moved up into the forest. Little spoiler there. You got a lovely kiss off a Chaos Warrior and were no longer a frog.
Yes. Thank you, Prince.
I mean, I might take. I like that. I love that. I love that. It's a hex scroll so much, just all the time. I'm about that hex scroll. Sorry. So then you moved up with your...
My Marauders, just to try and force the charge when the rock monster generally waste a bit of time.
Yeah, that was good. Then you got 8 power dice, and I got so return to magic 8 power dice versus my 4 power dice.
Which is kind of numbers I like.
I didn't know how that happened. I think you got a lot of channels.
Yeah, a lot of channels.
Wait.
And even though you had 6 channel dice, you got 0. Amazing. Next, again, I stacked up Plague of Rust on Saurus, so now they're rocking at -2, which I was hoping this would come in handy later in the game when they finally arrive. But yeah, I think that's probably all I did with those dice, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think
I've got 2 dispel scrolls. I've got a spell scroll and I've got the Cube of Darkness. So.
And I think I probably burnt one of them this turn.
Yeah, probably.
That's magic over. The breath weapon. Again, you can see there's a fair few handlers died, but not quite as many as I wanted to actually cause any kind of impact on the group. Anyway, that was it.
Maybe you should have just gone for the Razordons. Tell us what you would have done, guys. I'd love to hear about
If
it.
you'd like to leave your comments in the section below.
Feel free to criticise us. We know that we're as stupid as you're about to call us, so don't worry about that. Yeah. Then you shot with your basilisk and you hit.
I hit.
And you rolled a 4.
Doing a wound.
Which I think I then ward saved.
Yes, you did.
Which I was over the moon about, which was very scary. I was on tenterhooks. You could have immediately, as we said before...
The target was a slan. I don't know if either of us mentioned that.
Yeah, so...
Obviously the target was a slan. But yes. So hopefully I was going to knock a slan out, but again...
Disgusting.
Didn't roll that 6, gutted.
Would have trampled on me. Then...
Warrior Chaos wipe out the skinks, overrun a bit. Nothing too exciting or unexpected there.
No, not
And
at all.
I think that's
They
Warriors
are
Chaos.
overrunning into... they just got to stop. They overrun
No, I
to
think they just stopped there.
So the lizards turn 2. I charged with the rock monster into the Corn Warriors.
Who would have maybe fled, but frenzy.
So they can't. So they stuck right there, and then I made it, which was just awesome.
By the way, what's important there was I did move my Marauders up to get in front of the rock monster, which was all looked beautiful in the turn before. However, stupidly, maybe drunkenly, I didn't factor in the overrun from the obvious overrun.
From the overrun.
Yeah, like it wasn't like I was not overrunning those skinks, and it wasn't like I could have restrained because I was frenzy. So, fuck that up. Sorry, excuse my French. Messed that up.
Yeah.
But oh well, happens, doesn't it? Happens. Okay, continue.
And there he is. Look, he looks great. I'm so proud of him.
There's not a bad angle on him, is there?
No, he's looking heroic.
Photogenic mofo.
So there he is, bump right into there. Then no other charges because I literally got nothing else in this game that does charge apart from a Saurus block. I'm a coward with that every time. I moved the skinks, and because they're skirmish, not the skinks, not the Razordons, sorry. Moved the Razordons, and because they can march, and because they can't march to shoot, but they can march, because they're skirmishers, I ended up being able to move out of what he thought was a very easy charge, which is a lesson learned from him, so because skirmishers can move quite independently. So I managed to line up there, which I was fairly chuffed with. And I was pretty certain the rock monster would sort out the warriors, so I wasn't too worried about that kind of overrun. I moved up Salamander just because solo Salamander. Different situations. Sometimes they can use them as redirectors. Sometimes, different situations. That Salamander came over there to do the breath weapon again. We're going to go for that one more time. Some skinks rallied. Some more skinks rallied, which was amazing. Toteki, who you won't see much from in this game, just kind of hung out on this hill, doing nothing. Then it was 5 power dice versus 5 power dice in the magic phase.
I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, we should do that again.
Edit.
I got off Drain Magic.
Which was particularly annoying because I had forgotten about High Magic. And as I've been stacking up Plagues of Rust on this Saurus block, it got rid of them all simultaneously on a 7, which was just like...
Yes. Then I rolled a Salamander and he misfired and he ate 2 handlers, gobbled them up. Breath weapon went over. I did a wound on Throg and I did a wound on a Troll, which was awesome. I was fairly chuffed with that. Well done, Salamander. Those Salamanders are great. I just love them. Then the rock monster comes in and from impact hits alone kills 3. And then his attacks. He took a wound for his trouble from the one Chaos Warrior that could hit him, but his attacks absolutely ruffle stomped. I mean, I got 4 attacks, Thunderstomp, Just brilliant. Just ran in. There he is, king of the world. However, his overrun. If you go back to some of the previous pictures, you'll see. But his overrun, he didn't need much to get over into the Nurgle warriors.
Very little.
And he rolled like a 2 or something. Absolutely.
No, I think you needed a 5 and you rolled
like a 3 or
yeah.
something. Just rubbish. So there he is, sneaking up, getting ready.
Don't think that creature has snuck anywhere.
That's the end of combat. So it's the start of Warriors of Chaos turn. Yeah.
Warriors of Chaos turn 3. First thing I did was fail stupidity with my trolls, so they just shuffled forward a couple of inches. Uninteresting. I did have a very sneaky charge, where he didn't quite realise that his Saurus had exposed their flank to my Chimera, and having now absolutely failed at the charge again, the Razordons, didn't want him sitting there around to have another barrage of shots next turn, so I charged him straight into the flank of the Saurus, which put him in base-to-base contact with the slam.
Oh dear.
My Warriors of Chaos also declared a charge into the Saurus.
Into the Razordons.
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 And they stand and shot, killing 3, which is pretty standard, I guess, but again, no one likes to lose 3 Warriors of Chaos.
No.
I also declared a charge with my Mutalith, Da Beast, into Skinks, which didn't flee. Foolish.
Stand and shot, did a wound.
They stand and shot and did a wound.
That'll do. 1 wound.
Anyway, moving on to the magic phase.
And then
okay, I got the Chimera in. I think it
was
was probably like an 8 or so.
It was
too
huge,
difficult.
and I was gutted. I was just like, I did not see that coming at all. And then you got in, but then with the Warriors, you failed your charge and you rolled a double 1.
Oh yes, I did. The most important charge for me, which was also probably the most reliable charge.
Yeah.
Double 1. Classic luck.
Double 1. So standard shot, lost 3, double 1, and then the Chimera, which was really out there to be getting in, needed like a 10 or 11, got in, nailed it, which is awesome. Yeah, carrying on.
Moved the Basilisk up 8 inches, didn't want to march, wanted to shoot. Moved him up 8 inches.
Shot to Teki.
Shot to Teki.
Missed him.
But that would be in the shooting phase.
Oh, sorry.
Claws are coming out now, right?
Magic.
10 versus
8.
10 versus 8. Yeah. Got transmutation of lead off on the Razordons, which was really just for the -1 ballistic skill.
Brilliant work.
Which was a bit annoying. Also got glitter and robe off on my warriors because they were a bit scared of the rot beast that was about to plough into their flank. This at least gives them an armor save of 5 up against him, which is nothing to lap at, really.
No. When he's hitting them with strength 7 and then they still got an armor save at all. Is strength 7.
-4.
Yeah, -4.
So 1 up, 5 up.
Yeah, so that was good. And then you failed your shot.
Basilisk took just a potluck. They took a potluck at Toteki, which again was
Missed.
2 and missed. Not overly exciting.
So they're moving on to combat.
Mute left beast, smashed the skinks.
Smash? There's 3. You killed a giant monster. Did not smash. He killed.
It's like a magic thing. All right.
Well, I'm just saying 3 skinks. Smashed is the wrong word.
All right.
Yeah.
They're running, aren't they?
Yeah, they are running. They did break. They are running. Smashed is a strong word though. Quietly tickled, I feel.
And I didn't make the overrun,
which is awesome. And then combat with the Chimera.
Here he did something quite clever. He made way, and because it was possible because I was in the flank, he made way and moved his champ to the very left-hand side of his block, which automatically pushed his slan towards the middle, which put him out of base-to-base contact, so I couldn't eat him, which was a bit upsetting. But
I was very pleased with that.
That being said, I still think I did like...
You killed 3 or 4.
3 in the combat phase, which I don't think you did any wounds to.
And I did literally nothing back.
And then I think I did a Thunderstomp, and that actually put the combat res into my favour.
I think you did 4 in total. That was it. 4 in total. But yeah, it was. And then I reformed. Maybe foolishly, maybe not foolishly, because I just thought there's no point.
It was debatable.
Yeah, just trying to get some stuff in. Reformed and faced. So I stuck around obviously because I was leadership 9. Oh, that was that was the really close roll, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Leadership 9. You did 4. It was a 5, and I had a re-roll. and I nailed it. But not Predator Fire, Cold Blooded. It's fairly good for that sort of leadership thing. So that was that done, sorted. That combat, it's very scary, very scared. However, now it's Chimera versus Slan.
You'd be surprised how that goes.
So the Rock Monster. So that's the end of Warriors Chaos turn 4, turn 3.
There was a bit of awkward movement here just because of all the angles and stuff, but
I charged the Warriors, and then because I couldn't close the gap, he had to close the gap. Is that what the BRB says?
Yes.
So the Big Red Book says that's what you got to do, and that's what we did, which was great for me because it meant that the redirectors he put there, the chaff to get out of the way, didn't really help. So I was chuffed with that.
Boom, boom.
Boom to Techie.
More cowardly magic.
Being a lady over there. I really am going to paint him soon. The skinks moved up. Little skink priests, skinks just hanging out over there, just doing what they do. Salamander moved up just because he was going to do some firing at something at some point. I don't know what. The Razordons moved just to kind of start maybe shooting at your Basilisk or shooting at something that made sense. And then it came to Magic. So, Magic Phase 7 plays 6. I went for Beasts on the Saurus Wysons. Yeah, I went for Wysons from Beast, Laura Beast, on the Saurus block that was engaged in combat with the Chimera, and miscast, took a wound for my trouble, and that's it. Just rolled an 8, so that's fairly good miscast out of all the miscasts you can get.
On to all the combats.
Rock Monster plows in, and from Thunderstomps and other business,
I make way with my BSB.
But this is where you lost everything. Yeah, you went way with your BSB. You did a wound, but after combat, you got stomped on. You lost. You got hammered. You were leadership 3. Yeah, that was what you needed to roll to stick around.
I did, and classic.
Nailed it.
Just on the nose, really.
Absolutely hammered it. It was horrible. It was disgusting.
What's that block worth there? Like 300 with my Lord, 200 with my BSB, and then 300 for the Warriors. So you're looking at like 700 points that you would have just claimed if I hadn't rolled comically well.
It was heartbreaking. But Warriors Chaos, they're hard. They love sticking around and having a fight, don't they? So it wasn't even on the reroll. Didn't even need the reroll. That's what's disgusting. Just nailed it out the park. So that was that. So then we go to Warriors turn 4. And the Beast.
The Beast. There was a triple charge. Well, there was a double charge in this turn. I tried to accompany my Chimera with my Beast and my Basilisk, just to kind of jump in with the rescue. But I made it in with my Basilisk, but I failed with the charge on my Beast. Bit upsetting. Would have been picturesque for a triple charge with monsters versus infantry. However, it was not to be. You just got to watch. But still.
Just salivating. There he is salivating at the carnage to come.
But still, 2 monsters, one in the front, one in the back. Looks pretty cool.
You charge with Throg?
Charged with Throg. Fled.
They fled.
I failed. Boom, boom.
Magic
Phase. I cast the Enchanted Blades, which was a miscast, obviously, onto my Chimera.
Nothing bad happened there.
Which would give him +1 to hit.
You just lost that spell. That's all that happened.
Oh, yeah. I lost that spell on a wizard level. Which not too important at this point when a rock monster is fighting your wizard. Anyway.
On to combat.
On to the magic. Yeah, combat. On to combat. The BSB. Again, I think he's just hacked at the rock monster.
And he's done 3 wounds.
He did 3 wounds out of 4 attacks, and this is where I'm laughing really because I'm a tiny man.
And in return, you took only a single wound. So you won combat, but stubborn leadership 10.
He just said no, basically.
Just stuck around. It was great. He's a great monster. But I was a bit disgusted by this, wasn't I? I was just a bit like 400-point monster, 200-point lord, like 200-point hero, and he's just killing him, absolutely stomping all over him. And I was like, that's brilliant, great job. Warriors Chaos just got some ridiculous stuff. Demon Princes, unkillable BSBs.
I don't rate Demon Princes. I rate the BSBs.
Well, the internet and everyone listening is going to disagree with you on that one, but the unkillable BSB is ridiculous, and that's not including.
I
Jugs.
dislike the fact he can't go in a unit. I don't like it at all.
Unkillable BSB.
No, the Demon Prince. He's just a really big target to me.
Well, yeah, different folks, but usually it should be in combat in round 2. So usually.
But again, I don't want my level 4 to have to be in combat in round 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the internet disagrees usually though.
Come at me, internet.
There's a lot. There's a lot of people. Although I suppose there's lots of people. Lord Tremendous, he doesn't take it.
I guess though, fundamentally, it's just down to how you play.
Yeah, it is. And what you like.
Yeah, and certain units suit.
And if you're playing with stuff just because it's meant to be good, as opposed to what you like, then you're not really playing the game properly, in my opinion. That's me anyway. So combat was a loss, but I stuck around. And then we get to the combat, which I did not enjoy.
This was Ultimate Chop. I directed all my Chimera's attacks at the slam.
So happy that your best
Obviously.
weapon had been used by this point.
Yeah. But I only ended up doing 2 wards because 2 wounds even because of the ward save. But still, 2 wounds on a slam that's got 4 wounds.
Yeah.
No, not too bad. Not too bad. That's 150 points. 300 points in my
The
head.
Basilisk did all that damage behind you, as you can see, was done by Stomps and the Basilisk. Thunder Stomps and the Basilisk, and then the 2 wounds from every attack from the Chimera went onto the Slan. So, all told, it was pretty horrible, but I was steadfast on leadership 9.
You managed to throw a wound backwards at the Chimera.
No, the Chimera took a wound earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. So, well, maybe, yeah. Maybe
Managed to throw 2 wounds backwards at the Chimera.
Another wound, I think, in total. Yeah, maybe 2 wounds back from the Saurus. So the Saurus did alright. They outputted 4 wounds there, which is decent. Oh, and they had Weissons up this time, so they're doing strength 5. So that's what's going on there. And maybe, that amount of dead with toughness 5 was pretty upsetting.
It's the double stomps, I think. It's just double stomps.
Yeah.
I
so
think
so that's the end.
Lizardman turn.
Lizardman turn 4. Saurus rallied. Lizardman turn 4. The Skinks rallied. Nailed it. Tateki moved about, just being a lady. Salamander moved up. The other Salamander moved up. It was 10 dice versus 5 dice because of loads of channels. Just absolutely smashed the channels. I was rolling 6 channel dice, 3 of them were 5 ups. So that was great. Got Apotheosis up and got 3 wounds back on Rock Monster. And then the Razordons took down the Beast. There you go, Lord Tremendous. How do you feel about that? No, you let me know.
Yeah, say nothing.
Yeah, we do take the Beast though in honour of you, so maybe you should.
We never took it before.
Never took it before. Now we love it. So then we come to Lizard's combat. The Rock Monster stomped all over the BSB. Stomped on him, and then he attacked him. Then 3 stomps, chewed up the unit, and then we got to the
just the Lord left.
Just the Lord. He's got to roll a 5 now.
And he rolls
stay,
a 5.
And he rolls a 5. What is this? This is disgusting.
It's on demand.
It's disgusting. Just happens. Then we come to the combat where
Slang goes down. A lot of the Saurus get eaten, but Steadfast on 5.
Steadfast on an 8.
Well, Steadfast on 5 men manages to roll
an 8. Leadership 8 on Saurus, which is great.
Which I saw and thought broken dead unit, but obviously his core or leadership of my lord.
However, the Chimera took a wound, and interestingly, not from the Saurus. Took it from the Basilisk. The Basilisk has an ability that as soon as it's in combat, everything at the start of every combat phase, everything that's involved in the combat doesn't even need base-to-base contact. Just everything involved in the combat, including his only friendly units, take a wound on a 6. The second round of combat takes a wound on a 5. Next round, 3, 4, 4s and 3s, and so on. So he ended up doing a wound to himself on the Chimera, which was quite nice. That was fairly handy, and they stuck around. Throg wiped out that unit of Skinks, as you would expect.
And now it is Warriors of Chaos, turn 5.
Yep.
I charged my Marauders in as a last-ditch effort of bumping some combat res really onto the Rock Monster, which really was pretty stupid, because really they're just offering combat res rather than taking it. But yeah,
I wasn't going to argue with you when you did it, but sure.
next.
With everything else in combat and you've got nothing else left,
Yeah.
Throg was just away in the corner now doing nothing.
I'm not shooting with a Basilisk because it's eating Saurus. So yeah, that combat, you kick the shit out of both Marauders and the Wizard.
And I overran the Wizard. And there he is overran. And dead. And then...
Interestingly enough, we move on to the Saurus combat, where at the start of the combat phase, you have to do the Basilisk Aura, which again managed to wound my Chimera, doing the final and fourth wound, finishing it off and granting some victory points.
3 points for Rob! 3 points for Rob!
However, the Basilisk also finished off the unit. Well, it killed a couple of the men, and I think they ran this time, and I ate them on the way.
Yeah. There's a picture of Throg just mincing off into the... I think he's done now.
He's done. He's had enough.
He's killed a few things. He's off. He's had enough. So we go to Lizardmen turn 5. I just moved some salamanders around, just trying to keep them safe, to be honest. I in fact marched them both, their full 12 inches, just to keep the points. Yeah, because at this point, I was really not sure what was going to happen.
At this point, there's no points.
Yeah, I've lost my level 4. You've lost your level 4. I'm not really sure what the points level's about.
We lost our level 4s in the same turn.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd.
Yeah, very interesting. So the Skinks moved up, the Rock Monster moved up. This was just kind of the final, like, charge me if you want to charge me, but then the Rock Monster's going to charge you.
I reformed after the Saurus with the Basilisk, hoping again to get a pot shot on one shot, the unkillable Rock Monster. But again, Ballistic Skill 4.
Definitely not unkillable, that Rock Monster.
Well, not if you roll a 6.
Then I would have, I moved out my Skink Priest just because I wanted to, if he did charge, I wanted to keep that 90 points free. The Razorons moved up.
Magic phase. 4 dice versus
6
7
dice. 7 dice, yeah. And I got Unron's Thunderbolt off on the Basilisk.
Knocking it up to 4 wounds taken, leaving it with 2. Which is a bit worrying when it's been pointed at with Razordons.
But I think it was either Unron's Thunderbolt or it was
or both.
Or it was the Razordons, but either way it's down to 4 wounds. Boris Scouts turn 5, you just moved up.
Just moved up. Oh, I moved out of the Rock Monster's charge arc and hid behind some Skinks. Finally, they're being useful for me.
And if you want to take it, if anyone's even listening 40 minutes in or whatever, if you've got 2 minutes, I would go and buy one of those charge arc visibility things.
They're amazing.
They're just brilliant.
And they save so many just discussions.
Just small arguments. There's no argument. You just stick on a corner, you're done. You know why, and it also helps with your own movement. You know where your arcs are, where their arcs are. So useful.
You can put it on your flank, decide where your flank is.
Yeah, best £5 you'll spend, or $8 or wherever you are. 32 yen. I don't even know.
32 yen. They wish.
7 bajillion euros.
So yeah, I moved the Basilisk behind the Skink.
And you missed with your shot. Sorry about the blurry photo.
Missed again with the shot of doom. Again, trolls just just soaking up pictures really for no point.
Just doing nothing.
Yeah. Just Razordons shuffled over a little bit. Just
Razordons move. So it's the end of Warriors Chaos turn 6.
Yeah.
You're done. Razordons last ditch attempt. They move forward and they eat all their handlers apart from one handler. Like it was Loz's aim to kill every handler, and we got down to 1. And that was...
I think you misfired in the first turn and ate like 9 handlers, and then you refused to misfire for the rest when you only had 4 handlers left. It upset me so much.
And they shot at the Basilisk, just hoping to get it, and they didn't. He ended up with.
They didn't do its last 2 wounds.
It had 6 wounds and it ended on 5 wounds,
which is a little upsetting for him, less upsetting for me.
which was gutting.
But you see now that both forward monsters not dead. That's why you should buy them.
Well, I don't know. Well, we're not working for fucking Games Workshop, are we? But I like them because it brings something very, very different to the game. Monster Arcana book is just incredibly cool, just as a book to own. And then the models themselves are just brilliant. And it didn't really. I mean, obviously, I wiped out that the Rock Monster really helped me this game. But you can't say it was overpowered. You didn't feel it was overpowered, did you?
No, not at all.
No. It changed the game for me in that I was so scared of the Basilisk for most of the game that it really changed how I played. And that was it. So when we totaled it up, I think it was a clear victory for me.
Yes.
Because
I had one thing left. Well, no, I had trolls,
you had trolls
and a basilisk.
Yeah, trolls and a basilisk, which isn't no
You
points.
had a bast.
Well, then I had the 400 points, Toteki 200 points, salamanders, all my razordons. So yeah,
You were
left
just laughing, really.
Yeah, it was a win, and then that basilisk was almost dead, which but it was close. It was interesting. It was good keeping the trolls out of the way. Like I felt that was good. And there he is, MVP, razordons, and rock monster.
I think next time I might try and be better with my trolls. I think I might try and rectify that.
Yeah, well, if I were you, I personally would use Throg against that rock monster. I mean,
I don't know.
I would. I just telling you that, like, obviously I don't want to teach you how to suck eggs, but that would be my advice. So yeah, big win. Thanks very much for listening. If you've listened this far, if it's been rubbish, please let us know how you think we could do better reports. Comments below. You should check out other people that make our reports. There's Malorian, there's Lord Tremendous, there's Once Bitten, there's loads of really cool people that make our reports who you should check out and listen to. You should definitely go and check out Forge World and the big monsters. That's Rob saying it, just because. I'll be playing a game on Monday where I'm going to be playing a man called Tom. He's lovely, absolutely lovely man, but he does like to take the rerollable 3-up ward save warrior chaos demigod, and I'm definitely going to
Demonic Mount Warrior of Chaos.
Yeah, so I'm going to be taking the Exalted Vermin Lord. So look him up. 700 point, 800 point monster.
900 point monster, Rob.
900 point monster.
Get your maths right.
Who I expect to eat face. I'm literally buying winning. That's my plan.
He's Man City.
We'll see. All right. Thanks very much for listening. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Boom.